What up, Jay? How you doing, my man? You on PTR right now, testing out the the corruptions, my guy? They are out, and apparently TD is it still looks the same. I don't know if it is the same. I saw some big numbers out of it, but I kind of want to do that. I want to do a bit of alt stuff. I kind of want to do rogue stuff because there's new tech, and I really need to test the new tech. I simmed my character. Yo, hold on a second. Let me just show you exactly what I'm simming for. Hold on. I'm looking at some numbers, trying to do my sims. Yesterday I was doing a bunch of work, back to back, and this is what I sim for. Sims are not reality, but like that's some numbies right here. You know what I mean? And I was just like, okay, all right. Hold on a second. That seems like a good number. It's a start until I get some better trinkets. That's a start. How do I achieve that? And there's some, because this was about 100K lower the other day. Just was. Or like, I guess this is what I got yesterday, but Monday sim, it was like 2.2. This is 2.3. So it's like 100 higher. I'm like, okay, where does this come from? Check the Discord. Apparently there's some new finagling you could do with Trickster to achieve even more damage. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to be doing this for a while. I think that's lower than what I'm simming. Is it actually? Hold on a second. 2.3 mil is lower than what you got? God damn. Hold on. I thought it was a high number, at least in my guild. Everybody's like a 2.2, 2.28 maybe as the highest. It's really good, drawn out fights. Oh, I had Kazan. Hold on, are you simming it at 6 minutes or 5 minutes? Apparently it's supposed to 6. That one apparently seems better than 6 minutes, I guess, basically. Do they have like a proper breakdown of what everybody's running for their simulation craft? Simulation craft. Main page. Do they have the new for Undermine? Loading? Oh. Wait, survival pack leader is apparently cracked. What? Oh, they have Outlaw Rogue at up 2.7. That's a little higher than what we had simming over in the Rogue Discord. God damn. Yeah, Havoc Demon Hunter is up there. Windwalker is up there. Pack leader survival. Why is it so damn high? Hey, no way. I know, right? What is that? 3? They're the only class breaking 3. Okay, Sims aren't everything, but that's some bullshit numbers right here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yesterday we had a guilty of ours who only plays survival. That's like his main. He's playing BM for this tier, but we might just have to have him go survival because he was cranking some numbers yesterday. He was like, I don't know what's happening. They just buffed us a little bit. But apparently pack leader with Mongoose Bite is really good. That's some painting that? Probably. Because how is that class gonna get that high? It's just like everybody's in the ballpark kind of close to each other and then bam! You can see like the range of it. It's just all over the place. Okay, I might need to take a look at it again. Flank a strike, wildfire bomb, Mongoose Bite. I might need to give it a try. I might need to get my hunter up and running this season. Somebody said yesterday it's bugged. It's bugged. Well, and then we're like, what bug? Never said it. Never explained himself. Just say it's bugged. I need to check into it. Okay, well, I got some work to do. Let's hop on PTR for a second. I want to see these corruptions because they added them to the vendor. There's a quest line for them. All that. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? What's up, Wes? What are we doing today? PTR and then old stuff, I think. I do want to do my main rogue. I want to get some more practice with the new rogue tech on Trickster, but I think we just gotta do some old stuff. I think it's about that time. You know, it's about that time. Hopefully PTR works. Apparently Infinite Stars is bugged, it doesn't work. That is unfortunate because that would have been a really fun one to do. Does this work? Hello? Okay, it is working. Beautiful. This may not even load. It loaded. Alright. I've been having trouble with PTR. Every time I log in, like, it either loads just fine, or it needs to crash, hit me with that, like, hey, your program crashed, explain what happened, Blizzard stuff. And then it loads while after a crash, so it does crash, it does freeze, it does stop, it gives me a bunch of errors, and then it starts, like, kicking back in. And then from there, every loading screen is just an abysmal disaster. Every loading screen could just be like doom. So then it's just like I'm gambling. It's just you have to let it sit there and think for a second. Now they do have all the corruptions in on the PTR on the vendor. Infinite Stars is good mod PTSD. Bro, I remember mod would you stack it up and then when he goes into reflect phase, it was just like, God no, please keep me alive. Because you can just reflect it back into yourself and it's just gonna crank. That's why I had cloak and I was just like hold and then I would cloak during the last few seconds, just be like live. If I survived to the last 5 seconds on the reflect phase with PS and all the other externals funneled to me, and then I cloak for the last 5, and if I'm in the clear and I'm just gonna get a couple more. Oh, the parses, it was hilarious, dude. It was so funny. More times than I can count. Bro, it is the funniest thing in the world. It is so hilarious. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, right? You're just dead. Alright, so they have Twilight Dev. The best developer in WoW. The Twilight Dev. Where to go? Okay, they just stack up. Alright, I'm just gonna... I really need to, like, organize my bags better, don't I? Let's just hit it with this. Right? Where's the, corruption? Over here. So grab one of those. Echo and Ruin. I haven't seen these things in a while. Stars. We'll see if that works. Gushing Wound. And Twilight. Twisted Appendage and Void Ritual. There we go. Beautiful. Parrot Lore is the character trinket tour. Yeah, exactly. Can you see what professional possession points you for enchanting those corruptions? You don't get them as an enchanting thing. I'm pretty sure. So originally it starts out as a... I don't know why I'm RP walking. Give me a second. Did I lose the... Here we go. It starts out as a quest to find black blood residue inside of the... what are they called? Visions. And you'll get a basic version, a lesser rune of these appendages. I don't think you actually learn them. I think you buy them from a vendor once you unlock them. And it might be one of these like new vendors. Maybe one of these guys over here. Yeah, no idea, honestly. No clue. Is it maybe this guy? I'll need to double check to see exactly what they had listed in the article. But you'll unlock it through a quest. I'll go make it sure you just imploded. Yeah, if this was an enchanting, that would have been kind of nuts. Actually, would have been awesome. I wouldn't have hated that either. Is that a nobody? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's a... So I know if we get it through a quest, I don't know if it's actually going to be like something you buy in the vendor or something you can do for enchanting, but it is an item that you can get like through a quest, a lesser version, which is a weaker version compared to the greater. I don't even know how you get those. You probably just get those through visions. I am hoping they don't do the whole vendor or randomized thing for these. Hopefully they'll just give us like a proper vendor for it, right? So there's no RNG. Hey, what's up, A? Is this new PTR? PTR, they got corruptions. If you play back in Battle for Azeroth and you remember what corruptions did, they're like this extra void Nazathian effect that you would like slap to your gear. It was like a big kiss curse mechanic, but the gain you would get power from those things was awesome. You would either get like a giga amounts of secondary stats or random procs of voidy elements things. And I kind of wanted to test them out here because I have them available over on the PTR. Can't wait to always stand in melee range dollar dev procs. For real. You know, play Holy, right? You're like, hey guys, I'm just in the melee just to get my Holy Nova. That's it. Yeah. Holy Priest got buffed, so I'm just out here DPSing. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Just make up some bullshit. Just to get up in melee. But yeah. So I wanted to see exactly how hard these things hit. That's kind of what I wanted to do here today. I don't even know what trinkets I want to use. It doesn't really matter, does it? Sure. That'll work fine. I don't even know what Archmage needs either. So right now I have a Twilight Dev equipped. I'm just gonna hit dummies and see how hard this thing hits. If it hits for anything. Give me Twilight Dev. Dude, yeah, exactly. Twilight Dev, best dev. Best WoW dev I've ever seen. Alright, the game is lagging. Either somebody procced corruptions or is somebody on my end then. I probably need... I forgot this. Details. There we go. Bare minimum, probably need details to see how hard anything hits. And I don't think I got a proc either. At least not yet. Yeah, I'm getting Righteous Fire procs, which is like the world event thing. I don't think that's supposed to be active though. Pretty sure it's not. Could be wrong about that. I think Twilight Dev just procced. Did it? I thought I saw Twilight Dev, unless it was somebody else's dev. No, the Twilight Dev procced. I think those are my Twilight Devs. They're just not calculating in here. Okay, next time I see a Twilight Dev, I want to see if it actually... Okay, that wasn't mine. So there are Twilight Dev procking. They're just not my devs. But everybody else can see them by the looks of it. Or at least I can see everybody else's devs. Were any of those mine? I can't tell. You know what we're gonna do? Zuldazar. Let's just go to Zuldazar. Because at least in Zuldazar, like, I can be away from everybody else. I can just hit some Twilight Devs. Hopefully nobody else is hanging around by the dummies there. Because otherwise I can't tell. I actually cannot tell. Unless it's just not capturing in details at all. Wait, yes it is. It's right here. So I did get a hit. Let's still go to Zuldazar anyway, just so I can be like away from everybody, so I don't see like how many times is it procking, so I can see it clearly. What's up, Dace? How you doing, my guy? Farmage with 100% crit just be perm combusting. Bro, seriously, they are not bringing those corruptions though. They're bringing like all the proc ones, but they're not bringing anything like increases your haste, crit, mastery based off of your gear or anything. Those are not in. They only have things like Twilight Dev, which is a proc, Echo and Void, which is like the one that's like you ripple AoE damage around you, also a proc. Infinite Stars, single target, proc, does not stack percentage based in the damage it does. It is capped. There is an obvious cap to it. Gushing Wound, which is just a random proc of bleed damage. Twisted Appendage, which is the technical that Mind Flays. And Void Ritual, which is like a proc of all secondary stats for 20 seconds. So you can't like angle your stats with those corruptions or anything like that. Which is a little unfortunate, but what can you do? So I don't really remember how to play Arcane super well. I'm just gonna hit stuff. Well, let's see if Twilight Dev procs for a decent bit. I more or less just want to see how hard it hits. You know? Also, I probably should be playing this version of Mage. This actually looks insanely fun with the resets. Because I could just build forever. And I just haven't stopped pressing Barrage in a while. So it doesn't always proc by the looks of it. Which is a little unfortunate. It will eventually, though. I think I scuffed my CDs a little. But what else is new? Yeah, definitely scuffing my CDs there. Yet to proc a dev. Proc the dev. Is it maybe more instances of damage you get a higher chance to proc it? I mean, Twilight did what, 1.36 million on 4 targets, hitting everybody for... I guess it's like a channel, it hits multiple instances of damage. It's a little harder to test. Seems kind of nice on strategy callbacks. They seem really weak. Yeah, I mean, maybe like if they can proc often enough, maybe for certain classes they'll proc more. Like, I remember Demon Hunters used to be very proc heavy on those. But it's supposed to be like a little bit of like a power gain for like anybody still completing the season, right? Kind of like how the ring was, right? It's a bit of a damage gain. I guess the ring actually was a solid bit. Like for a single item to do as much as it did for healers, tanks, and DPS. But yeah, you can see like it's not really procking as regularly as I thought it should. I remember Twilight Dev used to proc a decent bit back in BFA. But this definitely feels lower. Could be maybe Arcane Mage isn't great to proc it with. Maybe it should be a fire on this thing. Or frost. I assume like haste or more haste value. Higher haste values probably would give you more chances for it. Where'd it go? Did it disappear? Hold on. Where'd it go? I just said Twilight Dev and it's gone. I'm pretty sure I did reset. It's so small it just disappeared. Or no, it might have been reset. Brakella with haste classes. I mean, I could lust, see what happens, right? See if it does anything. One proc. But yeah, so far nothing crazy. What I probably should do is I should try Twilight Dev by going to like the cool Tyrion train dummies instead of Zoldazar ones, because you could layer a bunch of like, or maybe I should just go to let's go back to just because it's easier than having to switch around multiple characters. Let's go back to Dornagal, back to those train dummies. I'm just gonna go to the area where there's a bunch of like train dummies stacked up, and I'm just gonna throw all of my toy train dummies just to see if we can get more procs and maybe more uses out of it. Who knows, right? The Dala BGE, a Blitz, Windwalker, or Havoc, MM, or Ellie, Arms, or Unholy. For RBGs and Blitz, out of those, between Windwalker and Havoc, I feel like I see a lot of Havoc Demon Hunters, although Windwalkers are really, really hard hitting. But I see a lot of more Havoc Demon Hunters when I play. MM or Ellie. I see a lot of MM, but Ellie, they got juiced recently. But I see a lot of MM right now. I don't know if that'll change though. Arms are Unholy. I see a lot of Arms Warriors in there. Quite a bit of Warriors compared to Death Knights. That's a good, but they're kind of like just like a grip bot sometimes. They should feel better, but like PvE wise, definitely feel good. I don't think that translates super well into PvP, at least not yet. Is that a buff up time? Muddy. That seems really good. Hold on, how long was that? 5-minute match, and he had a adrenaline rush for most of that. That adrenaline rush. That adrenaline rush up time is huge. Alrighty, so this is what we do. Just to give this like, give Twilight Dev as best of a chance, because it hits everything in front of you, right? Twilight Dev sends a beam that deals 1 million damage to all enemies in front of you. This thing is uncapped in AoE, so the more targets we send in, right, like a turnip punching bag. Then we have a 2 from Tuskar. I don't think I have more. We got the fish head, and we got the train dummy. So that's a bunch of dummies, right? Bunch of dummies. Your classic LFG Mythic Pluser, right? Bunch of dummies lined up right in front of you. And we're just gonna hit stuff and see if it procs. I'm gonna go through like my whole normal ass rotation for Arcane, right? So basically, Arcane Power, use all that, send some cooldowns, hit a cooldown reduction, get another touch of the Magi, and we'll just see how hard it all hits, right? In that full rotation, so it's like a 1.5 minute, unless it's DCs. 1.5 minute whole go. Just to give it, I'm trying to give it as best of a chance as possible, right? As best of a shot as I can. See if it's any good. See if it actually does anything. Because the proc rate definitely seems super, super low. Compared to what I remember. About 30 seconds or so. These updates on 1.5? Yeah, on PTR for now. So we got like, what, 2 Twilight devs, I think? Unless it was somebody else's Twilight dev that proc there. Pretty sure we got 3. Okay. So we can proc for a decent bit. One more shot. Barrage. 3, 2, 1, and a walk away. Okay. Also, Righteous Fire is skewing things a lot. It is like a passive outdoor proc that does a ton of damage. So this thing is definitely going to skew things quite a decent bit. But, Twilight Dev. So like, it's okay. I think if you have like a mad big AoE situation, then this thing would probably be a lot better. But yeah, this seems like a shell of what it was. 1 million damage to enemies in front of you. Does it like share? Hold on. Maybe it's a lot better as a single target ability now. Maybe that's the problem, is it shares that damage. Right? I just want to see how hard it procs on a single target. There we go. So it hits him once. Or twice. For overall 1 million. Is that what it's doing? Is it sharing the damage? It just like, it's a proc of 1 million damage, but it just like hits everything equally? I'm starting to think maybe that's the case now. Over here, right? Yeah, so here it didn't really hit a lot of targets for like 1 mil. And it actually hit them for average of 236. I mean, I guess it could just hit more instances, but maybe it just takes like 1 million damage and then splits it amongst a few targets that it hits. So it only hits one target, it'll hit it like for full value of 1 million. Maybe. It's hard to tell. It doesn't seem as strong. Echo and Void. So this is the one where it's just like, your damage and abilities have a chance to build up the stacks of Echo and Void. And your damage also has a chance to like consume those procs at the same time. Here we go. Coalescing. So as I do damage, it eventually like just like hits a critical point and just starts going off. So I want to see if that's any good. I'm assuming it should be. Hasn't proc yet. You can see it's stacking. It's waiting. This one I remember being really good on stamina-based classes, because I'm pretty sure Echo and Void used to do damage based on your stamina. So the more stamina you had, the harder you hit. And Beastmaster Hunters would play with just like that tanky pet that gave him more stamina. And basically just played a melee. How's it proc? It's still coalescing. Hold on, it's still building. Definitely going to be good, guys. Definitely not going to be a disappointment when it procs, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. 11 stacks. It's still hold. Hold is 12 stacks. It's a huge payoff. Hold. What are the chances it just isn't working? All it does is build, never spends, never procs. The potential for this thing is incredible. It possibly can do the most amount of damage you've ever seen. It just, you ain't seen it. Maybe your grandkids might. Is it procking? I'm just spamming anything I got at this point. I'm going to play correctly. I got through my whole entire burn. That's a 1.5 minutes of just building. Is there a cap? 21 stack, 20 stacks? I don't know. 22 stacks? Maybe? Okay, it's going. It's going. Look at that. It's going. It's pulsing. You can see the pulse. Look at that. Pulse. It took a little bit. It took a while, but it did build to it, and then it now is just spending all of it. You can see exactly how much damage I did in a little bit. It's a hit for like 23k. That doesn't seem like a lot. That was not worth. That was with 20 stacks of it. So 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minute wait to build on this. That might need to be tuned up a little. I feel like if that one procs a lot more regularly and does a lot more damage, I think that one is going to be fine. Next one is Greater Infinite Stars. So this one is basically a pure single target one. As you do damage, you have a chance to build up the star on, I think, any target. So maybe I might want to use a mob that's like isolated from everything else. Maybe train dummies are bugged. Very much could be the case. But I'm just going to hit this guy. Is that star? Oh, control instincts. So as I do damage, it'll probably get hit by a star to materialize, and it should get a debuff that makes it take more damage from everything I do. That's how Infinite Stars worked. If it does proc. Can you be closer? I'm just gonna stand like in melee. Why half of them literally Shadow Priest talents? No, I mean that's. I mean the tentacle maybe, yeah, that kind of Shadow Priesty, but none of the are really. Okay, so pretty sure the Shadow Priest talents that we got ever since like the rework, the big rework, was them taking ideas from Corruption. So Shadow Priest, so Corruptions were there, and then we got Shadow Priest talents that mimicked it. You know what I mean? I know which one you're talking about, like the Echo and Void thing. Was it Jay? Was it you that said that this thing doesn't work to begin with? Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be working. Like, the potential of this one could be really good, because this one was like a fan favorite back in the day. You did a ton of damage. Yeah, I have yet to get it to proc. I don't think it works. I'm assuming that one doesn't do anything. Next one, Gushing Wound. This one is also incredibly good. If you got a bunch of these, it's just a consistent bleeding for pure single target fights was really, really good. Abilities have a random chance just to bleed the enemy. There it is. Proc pretty quickly too. And the bleeding for a decent bit of just, I think, just raw bleed damage too, right? And I'm pretty sure if Gushing Wound like procs twice in a row, it like stacks it, kind of building very similar to that of a Fire Mage Master, so it'll just roll into the next bleed. But I remember that one being like very consistent, like it was up almost all the time. Like some really high uptime. I don't even remember, like 70. I almost wanted to say 97, but I feel like that's a little high. But this one is really good for classes in PvP, which was the annoying part about the whole corruptions thing, is the fact that they were usable in PvP, because it gave some classes like unimaginable damage. And hey, it's already doing better than I thought it was. Like for the proc rate that it has, for the uptime this thing has, which has like 40-ish% uptime, that's really not bad. That's really not bad. Really not bad at all. I almost want to try this with my rogue instead, because I have a lot more haste on my rogue. I feel like I probably should do that. I should just copy my rogue and do that. Because with the ambush build and how many damage procs we do. Yeah, look at that uptime. That's actually really not terrible. I feel like Arcane Mage with how many globals you have, which is like you don't have that many globals to use daily, combat-wise. You're just not going to see as many uses of abilities. But this thing's uptime is looking real good. And the damage doesn't seem that bad at all. Only one or two of these will be played. Why they're all DPS ones? Well, there's also stat ones. Let me copy a rogue over. Unless, no, this character isn't a real character. Where is my, was it looking level 70s? I swear I was looking at 70s thinking that's max level. Here we go. Give me the real one. This character is beefy. There we go. Down. There we go. What a name. Yeah, hopefully they'll end up tuning them so that all of them are good for like everything. Honestly. Hopefully all the corruptions are fairly good. Because all it is just a power gain, like a passive power gain for everybody in the season. Wait, I need to go this way. My mog is all over the place. So which ones did I have? Void Ritual, Appendage, Gushing Wound. I kind of want to try the Gushing Wound on Rogue. I feel like my uptime with that, it should be a lot better. Nice. Literally the perfect build that I'm looking for.
I need to target something first.
Add-ons. Forgot about that. Why am I hitting so hard? Oh, the buff. Okay, we're gonna remove that. Let's actually do one of these. Let's reset completely. Alright. Just to make it as even as possible. Alright, beautiful. Reset it. No more buff. That thing is skewing the results of everything. You can see if the Gushing won't procs anything from this guy and how much damage it does overall. I don't know, chat. For how long should we do this for? Like 2 minutes? A minute? I feel like the longer we go for, the better, right? But Gushing Moon used to be one of my favorites back in the day. Is the one affix or corruption that I remember spamming a bunch of PvP. It was just so strong. I would had a problem with like consistent damage. We had decent setup, burst damage, kidney shots were huge, big damage inside of the kidney was like viable and possible, but like getting there was tough. So I remember just like switching over to a bunch of Gushing Woods on my gear, and all of a sudden things just constantly melting. Because the only time I had any good damage, you fucking go for like a big between the eyes setup with a big pistol shot. Because they end up nerfing the spec again and again and again. We used to have this thing where we just spam Sinister Strike into a... what was it? Spam Sinister Strike into a... Slice and Dice for like Snake Eyes buff. But then they end up nerfing that tremendously, so it wasn't as good anymore. So we were like, alright, I guess we're back to pistol shots. But we have some okay burst, but not a lot of damage outside of that. Which was pretty lame. And then you run Gushing Wound and it just like... does all the damage for you. Basically, in a way, it plays the game for you. It was kind of sort of usable in raids too. It just wasn't nearly as like consistent. Because if it, let's say, hit an ad or whatever and that died really quickly, who cares, right? Damage is out of the window. You're not really doing anything valuable with that. But with this being just a constant shadow damage or bleed damage, I guess, if it has decent enough uptime, should be good. Plus, as a spec, you do invest into haste, and these used to proc more regularly with higher haste values too. And I mean, it's alright. It's basically like an extra instant poison, at least in single target. It's okay. The uptime is about 50%, so it's up pretty regularly. So it's not the worst, at least in consistency. And if they tune the numbers of this thing a little, it actually could be pretty good. But like, this is the most consistent one, at least so far, for single target. Until they can fix stars. And then I think it'll be good. What up, chat? What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? Another one, boys. Twisted Appendage. This one was busted in PvP. So, random damage has a chance to proc a tentacle that just beams at the target. It's pretty solid. Another single target one, but it was a very RNG one. Because either you had like a really good proc with it, or you didn't. Also, I kind of hate how they removed all the buffs like above the this window here. Just left for all the bone stuff. It'd be nice being able to just like, keep up with it, but I can't anymore. Thanks, Blizzard. Appreciate it. I guess I had to have roll the bone somewhere else then. Twisted Appendage may not be proccing though, because I haven't seen a tentacle so far. I remember that one being really good. You would stack a bunch of tentacles in PvP, and then if you got at least two proccing back to back, the amount of damage they could do in like a very small window was super condensed, but like very bursty. Where the point was like, if you're fighting against a rogue, you're not looking for the rogue damage, you're looking for where does the tentacle go to spawn from. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that thing spawn once though. But that's how good it was back then. It was like just that good of an ability. When you procs, you're just looking for where it spawns and you want to stop it and stun it or whatever as soon as you see it. You want to shut that down over the rogue. Okay, so that one doesn't seem to work though, but that one was really good back in the day. At least for pure single target damage. Now the Void Ritual, I don't remember playing with. I don't even know if there's any class that actually played Void Ritual for secondary stats. Normally, classes would just play with like... Normally classes would just play with corruptions that would just increase your stats passively, but nobody really played like the burst stat game once. There was a cooldown reduction one that PALLY's played into for more wings uptime. That's about it though. Is that passive or is that an active one? Could you have like a second copy just so I can read the tooltip? Let's see if Void Ritual is a proc. It should be procking, right? Just spitting Void Ritual. I'm just gonna wait. It gives me like a proper go. Okay, let's bring in the first boss of Rookery. Stuns, he makes you do it, so I don't do it again. Yeah. No, Killing Spree is a good button. You don't want to use it as often as possible, but there are some situations where you just cannot Killing Spree. It is something you will learn the hard way as a rogue. But it is a button you do want to press pretty regularly. Oh, it is building. Look at that. 2,000 all secondaries. Okay, 2,000 up to 3,000 all secondaries. That's not bad. Let's see the uptime of it, 35%. If it has about a 30% uptime, I think it should be pretty good. Because it gives you all secondaries. For specs like Assassin Rogue, Fury Warrior, Mage, I think? That's actually a really good gain. Like Arcane, I'm pretty sure likes that. Oh, I'm getting excited about this stuff. That just adds amount of more damage. I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna disable them in PvP, which is kind of how things were back in BFA. Well, somehow people wish it worked back in BFA, but they were definitely not healthy for the PvP environment. What they'll probably be like is just like a little gain that you can get as like a catch-up element in terms of raw damage, as like let's say you're still struggling to kill Gallowix, right? So they're trying to give players a bit of a catch-up. Hey, here's some random free damage so you can get the fights down a little quicker. Here's an opportunity for you to push dungeons a little higher because you hit your gear cap, you can't gain any more power. So here's a little bit extra additional power, kind of like how they did with that ring, Cersei Circlet. So that's what this is intended to be. It's just a slight bit of power gain on top of what we already have. That's all. So I like doom and glooming over this thing. I don't think it's really worth. I don't think it's worth it at all. I don't know. That's actually a pretty decent uptime of the buff, honestly. The Void Ritual is up all the time, but the end is coming is the actual like proc rate. If it's about 42% or so, that's not terrible. For certain classes, that'll be probably really good. Now, pretty sure you used to have like a bonus where if you other people had the ritual too, you would all get benefits of the ritual. So I want to double check the tooltips. I do think a lot of these do have to be tuned up by quite a decent bit though. Like they do need to be buffed up. There's like a weaker version of them and then there's like a stronger version. Like Twilight Dev is about 700,000 damage over 1 million damage. Buy all of them again. Double check them all. Yeah, allows you a chance to trigger a beam of Twilight devastation dealing 1 million damage to enemies in front of you. It feels like it's split damage. Right? Kind of felt like from just testing and hitting stuff, it felt like it was trying to split that damage. Which is not necessarily what I wanted out of the ability. I think it should hit like everything for a mil. Especially if it has this low of proc rate. Because it doesn't seem to be high. Damage abilities build Void can Void. Yeah, 23,000 shadow damage every 1 second seems very, very low. I don't know who would play with it. This has stamina scaling back in the day. They would need to tune the damage, I think. Damage numbers might need to go up a little. Infinite Stars didn't work at all. Stack it up to 6 times, so it does about 139,000 arcane damage. Stack it by, and stacks increase the damage by 38,000. 38 times 6 is like what? Can't do that in my head. 38,000 times 6 is 228. So you're making the ability to hit for 300,000 max when it's at max stacks. It doesn't work right now, but like if it has a decent enough proc rate and if you can reach that max quickly, why not, right? Probably be okay. Gushing Wind is like the only one that's like consistent right now. Actually, I like this one the most. It does a bit of bleed damage over 7 seconds, but like it's up all the time. Tentacle, chance to deal additional damage over 10 seconds. I mean, that 50,000 doesn't seem like a lot. I'll be honest. I will be honest. That seems very, very low. That number is going to have to go up by quite a bit. Especially compared to stars that can hit for like more than double that. What, triple that? In a single proc, in a single hit? Yeah, over 10 seconds. Unless this is up like all the time, 24/7. Yeah. And the Void Ritual does not have any value with other players. This would have actually been really cool. Like if a bunch of players in a raid all stacked Void Ritual and they got like damage buffs off of that, I think it would have been really cool. But that would used to be a mechanic where you would be like part of a ritual together with other players. And you would just empower each other. The more people have the ritual, the stronger the ritual is. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. I feel like they should probably add that in, or just amp the stats just a little bit. I mean, 2,000 in every single stat is pretty solid for like an enchant. But I feel like the greater one should be a little stronger than that. Overall, I kind of like the look of Twilight Dev. Like, that one looks awesome. It just does nothing, I feel like. It just doesn't do anything at all. I want to see if it maybe procs more on the rogue. So we'll just set a timer for like, I don't know, a few minutes, chat. We'll just hit some train dummies in AoE. I'll switch to my AoE build so we can get more procs. Or hopefully more procs. Oh yeah, I still have wrong trinkets. That's whatever. Also, that extra holy damage that I'm doing, that just sprinkling everything, is a little... Kinda hate it. Or just passively on. Pretty sure it was my dev, right? So maybe he had one proc. I don't even know. Maybe it was the other guy. Because there's a shaman and the warrior here too. Lag? Hello? No, there's another guy here. I think the warrior's gone though. Shaman is gone. TD. I don't know, let's head for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes shot. I like the way it looks. It looks like it procced again, unless it was somebody else's. So maybe it does proc a little bit more if you have high haste values. Maybe. A big maybe. Looks like another one procced. Another one proc. So it seems to proc a little bit more often on the rogue. Don't know if that's something. Don't know if that's really my doing or anything. Procs at the same time. Yeah, like they kind of came back to back. So if they fix the procs to be a little more consistent. Like if this proc once a pack or a couple of times a pack, I think that'd be very, very strong. Because it hits everything. It doesn't really have a cap on targets. But it did seem like it was trying to split the damage. I'm not sure if that is the case. Because it hit like one mob for like 500, another mob for like 200, another mob for 300. It's almost like it's trying to take that million and distribute it evenly amongst everything. Which maybe that's what it's doing. Hard to tell. Once it's 3 minutes, I'm just gonna like turn around so I'm still proccing stuff. I can just see what the damage it did. Use Corruption's gear again? No. 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 Not the gear. They're bringing Corruptions as an enchant as part of the 1115 PTR, but no. Imagine. Wait, we could just randomly use Corruption's gear out of nowhere? Oh man, I wish I saved mine from BFA. It'll be the dumbest thing Blizzard ever done. Alright, so TD. Did I proc that? I don't even know. Did about 1%. I mean, in 3 minutes it did about 10 million damage. But poison does a little more than that, but I guess it's okay. And look, I like when it crits, it can hit for 1.2 mil, but like an average hit is 300k. So it's almost like it's trying to take a million and split it, it feels like. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's supposed to do 2 instances of damage or so. I don't even know. I don't even know, to be honest. I have no idea. I have no clue. I want to try hitting single target just to see if the damage difference is a little, like, changes at all. But it really does feel like it's trying to, like, split the damage. And I feel like if that's what they were doing with TD, if it's proccing as low as it is, don't split it. Just hit everything for 1 million. I don't care. Is it broken? Sure, but let us have some fun with it. That's all I care about at that point. You know? At that point, that's all I care about. I'm sitting next to second boss priority design. First boss of priority is super boring. Second boss, I'm not a fan of it. Entire Dungeon of Pyre, now that we're actually playing it in the season, I feel like those bosses should have got like completely scrapped and reworked. Now I got like 3 procs before the first minute is up. What is this proc rate? What is happening? Does it even hit for anything? I'm not even like in my full adrenaline rush mode. Like I don't really have like a proper ramp going or anything. Like, it was scuffed because I used pull-ins on the ads and I kind of just walked around. Second boss is a problem in the dungeon. It is a very much a problem. I hate all parts of it. And they were like, oh, you made timings more consistent. I was like, I kind of liked it when you just wasn't throwing a shield. I'll be honest. I kind of liked it when he was just saying the voice line, but he never did anything. He just said, buy my shield. I did nothing. I was like, you know what? I kind of liked him actually that way. Maybe we should have kept him as that. What are this enchants? It's PTR thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just throwing some Twilight devastations on a mob. Nothing major. Can I get a fast question? How do you transmog weapons 2 blades while having a dagger often? Artifact weapons. If you transmog 2 artifact weapons, you'll be good. Okay, so procs, physical procs a lot more. And look, it's hitting for 600. But like, I wish you told me how many times it proc. It says 4 hits, but I feel like it hits 1 target twice. So I don't really know, unless it just missed. Yeah, unless it just missed. Then I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. But yeah, it's basically like elemental focusing lens. That's basically what it is. I feel like it should reduce in power. It should be guaranteed 1 million. I don't know why it's hitting for less than 1 million, but it says in tooltip hits for 1 million. It should hit everything in front of you for 1 million. I don't care. I don't care. That needs to be amped. That needs to be buffed up, and then I think we'll have some fun with it. I need to buy like multiple versions of these enchants. Just buy a couple of them. Right, let me just grab this. Couple of these, Just because there's no like tooltip on these. So having them in my bags for like future tooltips and stuff, I think is going to be helpful. I'm just going to buy them in bulk actually. Can you show the streams how you do it? How do I do what? Mog? Just press the Mog button, go to Artifact up, and you're good, right? Let me like show you how to Mog a dagger. I don't have a dagger. So I don't really know. Do I even have my set? I don't. Do I have any sets saved? Plunder Dark. Bikini? Don't even have the good one. What the hell? Jack of Blades? What is that? Why is it called Jack of Blades? Ranger General. Sure. That'll work. A fist weapon? That actually is kind of sick. I'm okay with that. I got a nice so much of the PALLY. Wait, what? What do you mean? How do you Mog? How do you transmog? You go to a Mog vendor. Select the items you want things to look like. And you press the Mog button. Right? Am I missing something? Right? Hello? I guess I could do this, right? Get a little shadowy looking. Yeah, that'll work. I have two swords. Massive. Look in general. Oh, what the hell? You got the Jaster's diamond from your thing. Okay. Well, you're a paladin main now, right? Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta do that on my ults, man. What the hell? That's so good. That is so good. Okay, well, I have this character over here. Yeah, the corruptions are gonna be pretty fun. I want to see if they'll hotfix rune stars and appendage to work. But the damage on these, I think these numbers are looking kind of okay. These numbers are looking kind of low. These numbers are looking kind of okay for the uptime because it seems to at least be up all the time. These numbers are kind of alright. I would like them a little higher. These numbers need to be juiced really high up and maybe have them scaled with stamina. Do they? Hold on. If I like remove a belt, something doesn't change, does it?
I cannot put that there.
Yeah, tooltip doesn't change. This used to scale with stamina. The more health you had, the more damage this would do. Echo and Void. But then they kind of killed it off pretty quickly, and then it just kind of became useless. Alright, well, corruptions are fun. Let's go to old chat. Let's go do some old stuff. Get our weekly quests out of the way. Or try to at least make some effort on any of my ults. I don't know exactly what I'll be able to do, but I want to try at least get some of these characters up and running. I really think I need to start putting work in the priest. I want to play holy. I want to try the new buffs. Survival hunter, so that thing got buffed up, and I mean, it seems it looks like it's juiced. Absolutely juiced, like goddamn. And then Ally Shaman apparently is really fun right now, and it's got juice and single target, so it should be insane for that too. There's like a list of classes I was like interested in. Marksman Hunter, I don't know if that got better. I guess it got better. Holy Pally got better. AUG got buffed. I don't really know. Hopefully nobody's actually end up playing AUG in the future, but who knows? Let me switch over to... I guess I could have a both up, right? One for PTR, one for non-PTR. Yeah. They got a good disc bleeds going myself this season. They get nerfed recently. I don't... Is Buff still around in chat? Because Buff would know more or less like how disc is looking. Give a take or two. I think he has decent takes on that. But they got nerfed a little, which is probably healthy for the game, honestly. What do you guys think? I do need to get some characters up and running. We got Hunter. I want to go survival on that thing. Holy Priest or... I guess Holy Priest. Yeah, I'm not going to do Holy Priest stuff. Love the Delve background. I still gotta do, dude. I was thinking maybe try Holy in the Delve with Brad in tier 11. See how that feels. But yeah, what do you guys think? What class did I have there? Hunter, priest, and I forget one. Paladin? I guess you could try Holy Pally. What do you guys think? Hunter, Pally, or priest? Because if it's Hunter, we're going to survival. I'm just going to try to see if I can get whatever dungeons we can on that thing. Might decide to do like Mythic Zeros just to get some gear and try out the buffs and see what everybody's playing with that boar build. Apparently playing Mungus Bite, and I'm supposed to hit quite a decent bit. I'll try to see if I can run some of these characters through a normal raid this week if I have some time, which maybe tomorrow I might be able to. That'd be ideal. Let's do Hunter. I haven't played Hunter in a second. And I'm thinking we do something different when it comes to the music of the day. There we go. Beautiful. Also, Marksman in PvP is insanely fun. I got some footage for it, but it's actually a blast playing it. It's actually insane. All right, so this thing has changed quite a decent bit with the buffs that it got. Question is, what do you play for survival? As BM. Survival. And apparently they have an M+ build, I think, of no cooldowns. I'll get rid of Sentinel, I'll get rid of Pack Leader, I'll get rid of all the builds, because like none of them are good anymore. Is it still Sentinel? I want to see if there's a Pack Leader one. Is there no Pack Leader build? Are these still just Sentinel for AoE? That's kind of lame. No way, hold on. Is Pack Leader not good for AoE? I thought they changed that with the buffs. Corruption is going to work in PvP. That's a good question. I'm hoping not. Personally, I'm hoping not, because I feel like this skewed PvP quite a decent bit. Plus, it's an extra layer of them having to tune stuff around PvP. I think they need to make their jobs easier on that and just not do that. Personally, I think they just shouldn't. Apparently people are playing Pack Leader. Not all of them, but people are. Although it looks like it is still mostly Sentinel for AoE. Look at some of these logs. There are people pushing content, like as a Thorian or whatever, with the Pack Leader buffs. Yeah, I'm gonna try one. And we'll go Pack Leader. Here we go. See if any of that is good. And it is Mungus Bite build, which is not my favorite in most cases, but it may be good. Still. I need just gear. I just need gear. Wait, hold on. I might have enough item level gains on this character. In my vault. In my bank. Warbound stuff. I'll just need to double check it real quick. Might have some gains here that I could work with. Because I've been getting a lot of Warbound gear. I got a plate helm that's hero track, which I kind of want to give to my warrior. That thing is nuts. Do I not have any more mail gear? I have a two-handed, but it's IAG. Warbound. I guess I have a neck. Never mind. I apparently have a lot of plate pieces, but I don't have a lot of mail pieces. I swear I had a bunch of mail pieces that I must have given to like my evoker or something, which might have been the case. Yeah, that's unfortunate actually. Never mind. I don't have like any Warbound gear with this guy. I maybe could do like a deck. That's about it. I don't even have those good stats either. All right, we're just gonna try playing Natty Hunter. Natty Hunter. Whatever we can get is whatever we can get. Yeah, just gonna have to roll with the boys. Just roll with it. Wait, should I run the Force set? Or is it worth running? I think Force is probably better. Because Mungus Bite deals 20% increased damage to targets affected by Wildfire Bomb. And if this thing cleaves, right? Someone's boar, Mungus Bite, cleaves to additional target per stack. That could be good. And you play Flanking Strike with this? Play Symbiotic Adrenaline, so it's a minute CA. Okay, we're just gonna have to run with this. I don't know what dungeons we can get into, dude. Just gonna sign up for whatever I can. Maybe I should do 0 actually. Hold on. Weekly's probably not a bad game. Weekly's probably not the worst game, honestly. Just because the amount of raw gear you can get out of it. That's a lot of chimp track pieces.
Follow me down to the archive and I'll show you what Gagan and I have been working on.
Bring Beradok warmth to those in need.
Quest weekly. I'm a Lust class here. I should be looking for groups that don't have a Lust yet. Highly doubt it. That was 620. Highly doubt it. I mean, I'm excited for them to do a few pure PvE only. I'm hoping that corruptions are going to be pure PvE. Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to be pure PvE. I think that'll be an excellent change. Because in PvP, it was just like, it was a pain trying to like tune them and bounce them or whatever. And imagine being like a PvPer that now has to do this corruptions, like assaults or whatever. No, visions to gear your character. It'd be just like BFA, but it was like nobody liked it. Nobody thought it was a good idea. Nobody liked that at all. Everybody hated that. In fact, relying on PvE gear to even be viable for PvP, not fun whatsoever. So I'm hoping that they'll just make it, maybe like announce that, hey, it's only a PvE thing. PvPers will not have to interact with it. If you want it, like, it's good if you want to try some dungeons or whatever, but yeah. Yeah. This is signing up for any group. If any will even take me. Dude, I'm just... I probably should have done warband gear, shouldn't I? That or just go do some delves. I kind of wanted to actually hit stuff. I got a big stick, or at least moderately big stick. But they made this stick for the survival a little bit bigger at the very least. I didn't sign up bad. I'm just getting declined. It's actually so sad. Tragic. Alright, how do I even play this in AoE? Let me look it up. It's been a second. My only question would be, I know I throw in grenades. I know that I normally press Butcher. Apparently you don't even have Butcher for this build. And then you would just spam Mungus Bite a lot. But I'm not used to Mungus Bite anymore. You're the Eagle, Flanker Strike. Pack Leader. Cast Wild Fireball more aggressively. So it has nothing for Mungus Bite. No, it just actually puts Mungus Bite as like very, very low and everything else is above it as long as you consume it to the sphere, it looks like. AoE. I don't think I'm running second. Bombardier, Fury Eagle. Raptor Strike during Howl of the Pack. Consume Hawk Strider. That it? Regular Mythic go. I'm ready to get declined. I am ready. I'm your man. Hit me with it. Should I even go Mungus Bite for AoE actually? What's recommended for... Oh no, Mungus Bite is apparently recommended as the pack leader on Wowhead. Oh, let's do butchery instead. Okay, actually getting declined back to back. Weekly, bro. At this point, maybe we should start my own group. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I get some gear, man. I gotta take this thing to gear or something. Holy! I gotta just start spamming doves on this thing, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this hunter is just not getting any luck getting into any groups, boys. Not getting any luck whatsoever. Let's do probably priest at that point, right? Probably priest at that point. Let's just do tier 11 delve. What do you guys think? Just delve in? Because I kind of want to do group stuff. I have way too many things I need to do this week. I'm like trying to like organize in my brain. Like I have the weekly, have all my ults I need to get going to, but all my ults have like no gear whatsoever, so I gotta get them kickstarted. Yeah, I'm kind of just screwed, honestly. I'm kind of just screwed, dude. Way too many things going on at once. Let's do priest. I want to see if disc priest feels any worse or better. Because this thing at least did a +10, so maybe I'll be able to get into a decent queue or something, right? Start spamming out some Gilded Crest or anything like that. Or I have a queue of my own, maybe. And it's a rookery. So I can maybe start with that.
Another interruption.
Don't begin to fail. May you walk in the light. Bring Beladar's warmth to those in need.
Oh, that might have to drop it actually, just a few points. Just a little bit. I may have the gold for enchant. I don't have the gold for enchant. Okay, hold on. How many gold in a warbound bank though? That's my question. I also might not get any bites because score. Like 303 score, yeah, that ain't gonna work. That may not work all that well. Barely in gold. May just cash now 11 Arcade 4 set. So what's the fastest way you're going for like the actual caches? Because so far I haven't been able to get like into a single group on my, at least my hunter. I just kind of want to get my caches, try to see if I can spam those out really quickly. And there's literally 0 people accepting for M0s at all. At least so far that I tried. What's your luck? Just you make your own groups? Rooker times 4 is really fast, doing M+, so I have to hero track vaults. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should just make my own group on the hunter. Let me go back. Let me give the hunter another shot, just to give it another try. See, maybe if I can get a random key from the key lady, and maybe it'll be a rookery +2 or something. Workshop. Maybe it's still quick. Maybe it's quick. Maybe it'll be a little faster.
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Go follow Rothy. Let's see if we get any bites at all. Any bites whatsoever. Because I really want... Okay, there we go. Easy. Well, that's not gonna work. That's all DPS and I'm a DPS myself. That's not gonna work. At all. That would be great. Let's do this hero track. Is it actually? Wait, no. Is it actually? You can get a hero track just from vault. That's actually not terrible then. Wait, that's actually such low investment then. You barely had to do anything just to get hero track for +2. That's kind of nuts. That's actually insane. Wait, this character is still listed? I guess when you just log off, that's it. Only things that healers could easily find group nowadays. I don't know, man. I feel like if I'm one of my ults, like if my ult even has a modicum of decent gear, like my evoker had very, very little gear, and I was able to get as a healer in a undermine raid. And yeah, I don't know. I think it all depends on the class you play too. Right, and it's like having even a little bit of item level, that probably helps a bit. Probably faster than does the good enough groups, yeah. Well, actually, wouldn't normal Mythic 0 be faster for just raw gear, just because every boss has a chance to drop champion track gear? Wouldn't that actually be better? The ban, please. I should ban that guy. Yeah, I mean, I guess like +2 is like if you just spam that over delves. Yeah, it is quicker. But I thought like just for the actual like run itself, I thought Mythic Zeros were better. I guess it all depends what you're looking for. If you just try to fill out the Great Vault, I just didn't realize it was that good. Because I'm usually like, in almost to some degree, it's almost like I'm like a horse with blinders, and I'm just like not seeing like the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5 keys. Like 6 and above is where I'm like, okay, only value key. Because 6 is where you get hero track gear from there every single run. 7 is when you get gilded. Anything higher from there is score, but also more gilded. Right, so I never really even like know what you get from a 2, from a 3. Thanks so much for your help, bud. Crazy Occasion, how you doing, my guy? Yo, if you got any more questions, man, always down to DM me, dude. I'm pretty easy to reach. Just gotta hit me up. I usually try to be a quick and responsible that. But hey, man, hopefully it helped, dude. I never put my keybinds in like an add-on, like to lay it out like that before. So I never actually get to like properly see what I have keybound, what I don't have keybound. And it looks like I actually don't have too many abilities going on. Honestly, without it feels like there's so many buttons I'm using. But looking at it from like that perspective, I was like, wait, that's actually not that bad. So I've never done that before. I Kazan 20 stacks by Master 40 stacks on Arcade Surge, burn, insane. I imagine, dude, I need Kazan. We had one of those drop in our raid run yesterday. One. There was the 5 key. 5 key, I think that was my... I have nothing keep on to the 5 key, actually. 5 key is my, in PvP at least, it will be my... Do I even have anything keep on there? I don't think so, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I have anything there in the 5 key. Yeah. Normally that would be my like artifact weapon or Azurite power or covenant ability, but then I did a bunch of like prunes and stuff with everything, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have like I don't have anything there anymore. I'm pretty sure I have nothing. Okay, it was a cloud. Yeah, so that was like, it's a decent keybind. It's not something I would put rotationally in there, but it would be like if you need a cooldown or if you need an ability that you don't use constantly, regularly, that would be a good keybind to put into the number 5 key, at least for me. I have fairly long fingers, so to get around the keyboard pretty easily, but then also sometimes can like get in the way too. In my time in playing the game. And 5 is like one of those keybinds that's pretty easy to use. Like right here, I have Implosive Trap, because it's a decent bit of utility, but it's not something I will use every single global, right? Finger gets tired spamming the 5 key specifically for abilities, but using it for like very important stuff, 5 is a comfortable one to reach, but not something I like to spam on with. If that makes any sense. Public parking. This guy's zone is called public parking. I have no idea what that is. Look like your thing. Thanks. Anytime, my guy. 12 million versus 640 with it. Damn, I gotta give a major try, man. Now that got buffed up by 8%, I gotta get some keys on that thing. Some more delve, some more everything. That's the character that I've been skipping out on unless we're doing raids. Like, that's literally the only thing I've done with that character is bring it to raids as a bucket for splits. That's the best PvP class right now. Hard to tell. They just did a bunch of tuning recently. If you ask like what is the best and the most popular healer, that would be Disc. But they did nerf Disc, so I don't know. Probably still Disc. Unless you mean like DPS. And then that's a little different. The answer is going to be a little different when they talk about like 2s, 3s, solo RBGs, shuffle. But like, I think like, I'd say like Warriors are pretty good overall. I'd say like Windwalker Monks are looking pretty good overall. Shadow Priest is getting quite a bit of play everywhere. Marksman Hunters are also looking pretty popular right now, especially in solo content. I don't see a lot of them in like doing super insane in like comp stuff, but solo seems pretty solid at the very least. What are your thoughts on GSE add-on? I don't know what that is. Not on top of my head. GSE. No idea. Unless I'm just being dumb. Gnome secrets are enhanced. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. GSC is a advanced macro compiler for WoW. Unlike WoW macros, it doesn't hang up on success or failure currency. Oh wait, lazy macros? Is that what that is? Oh, I have no idea. I've seen it. If it's like one of those, like, I remember a dude making like what is it, a video on like, hey guys, here's the best laziest macro for your class, and it basically just lists out what's it? It lists out basically you put in your entire ability rotation and it'll just keep attempting abilities in the priority order. I don't think so. Like, it's like asking yourself, would you trust Heckley to play the game for you? I probably wouldn't trust a macro to play the game for you, because contextually, if something goes wrong mechanically or whatever, then yeah, then things are just gonna, your damage is gonna go out of the window. Like for some classes, maybe in super casual content, like open world content, if you're leveling, that probably doesn't really matter, but you're not really learning how to play your class optimally or anything. I wouldn't trust anybody else like to take that macro and easy one button, just spam one key macro in PvP, unless maybe you play like, I don't know, what class is the easiest one right now? If there was even one. I'm not lost. Cool. I can just play defensively then. I have no idea. I wouldn't trust anybody. If I found out like my tank is using something like this, I'd be like, I'm not sure how I feel about that, fam. I am not sure how I feel about any of that. I am not sure. Very not sure. Hello, not sure I'm that. I'm gonna die. Or maybe I'm not gonna die. Pull the world, yeah. Pull the world. I like that. We lock that. We stun that. Maybe we'll freeze that guy. Froze! That was shot. Oh, we're so dead. Oh no, we're not dead. We're dead. Nice. Using flank strike with this is a little odd. Using Mungus Bite in here is also very odd. Not used to this at all. Mungus Bite just seems to be like a button you press when there's nothing else to press. Unless you get your tier set. And Boar proc. That'll probably be pretty good, right? To be honest, BF NSL was able to get Mythic Plus using it. Like, low Mythic Plus or high-end Mythic Plus? Like, what are we talking about here, bud? Oh, not a second. I'm interested now. We got the boar. Hold on. Big boar cleave. Big boar cleave. I do see I think a lot more often. High end. Okay. I actually would like to see that. I would like to see that. Hold on. How high are we talking about? Like a +10 weekly? That ain't high. Like what, 20s, close to 30s, end of SL? What are you thinking? I guess for like maybe for Survival Hunter in Season 3, right? Because all you have to do is kill command and grenade. Then I guess maybe that could be like grenade when you can, otherwise kill command. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you like it, that's good for you. I just don't really know if I trust a macro, to be honest. I'd find that a little weird. But if you like it, good on you. Right? Who am I to blow against the wind here? Trying to watch out for that boar buff. If I can help it. Look up Google Panda macros, they're really solid. Maybe I'll look it up later or something. Maybe later, my man. Maybe. I gotta remember exactly what these pets do. Like the boar, the wyvern. Wyvern pretty sure just busts me. I know it's very kill command heavy, but I don't remember exactly what the secret should be. I remember kind of playing around with this on PTR. Having a hang of it on PTR, but this is a little different. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like trusting a weak aura. Like, weak auras and stuff can be helpful, but like completely putting your trust in the add-on, I just don't know how I feel about that, I guess. Maybe that is the play. Who knows, dude? Maybe the macro is insane. I don't know. Just a macro that plays the game for you versus a player's actual, like, proper skill with a class. I assume, and I would hope, that skill probably matters more than just a random ass macro. But maybe I'm wrong, dude. Maybe I'm just got a boomer brain about it. The future is now all bad. Spam your macro. You know what I mean? Like, just something doesn't sit right with me, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of just feels off a little. Just a little. Also, am I just supposed to like prior boar anytime he's up? Is that damage amp like huge? I mean, it hits for a decent bit. Usually use it with BM Hunter, manage 800 and shuffle switches. Manage? Yeah, I feel like that just seems the word, like a manage to get there. I feel like somebody bought that doesn't feel ideal, but I guess like BM is a pretty easy class. I don't know, maybe some classes you can get away with it and do okay with, but I would just be surprised if somebody went straight up like full gladiator or rank 1 would just spam it an easy macro, or went like 3k score and high, or like, I don't know, 34, 3500 score, just spamming an easy macro. You know what I mean? Or prog with a guild and got like a in the 95 percentile parse on galley throughout the entire liberation of Undermine raid. You know what I mean? Like, I would be sketched out by it. Like, can you do some stuff? Probably in like a normal raid. Yeah, you could probably get around and do some stuff. You could probably get away with some shenanigans. But I would hope that this wouldn't be like a regular a thing, like super high end. Like, they were pretty bad for and unhealthy for the game if that was the case. You know, using macro for radiation. Might as well, dude. Might as well. Tell me how it works. Hey man, if it works for you, it works for you. I wish I remembered like the priority of hunter abilities for survival, because I don't really remember like any of them. And now I want to press kill command a lot. About all. I guess I want to press mongoose by 2 with a cleave. Did I summon a bear, or is that just my normal bear doing stuff? Keep hearing a bear in my left ear. It works well with prop allies aside from the on-use spells. Huh. I guess. Like I said, if it works for you, happy for you. Wait, the bear hits hard. What? Wait, the bear slaps. I'm sorry, what? I know it's a +2, but like, I was like, oh, my damage is a little high. Did I do something? Bear. The bear bleed. Wait, bear's actually really good apparently. Bear's actually kind of good. Huh. Huh. Can I like, dude, look at that bear go. In AoE, I didn't even do anything. The bear just walked in and was like, all right, top damage. Here I go. Here's a gift for you. Is that adorable? Just the bear things? What is happening? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get help. I'm actually dead. Please heal me or dispel me. I got my little turtle proccing me. 10% more, less damage taken. Turtle could only do so much for me. Did I get the bear again? I think I got the bear. Yeah, I did get the bear. When I hear the bear, that's what I should. I'm gonna start associating that with damage. I'll hear a bear in my left ear. That means I'm pumping. Don't even look at the. Don't even look here. Just bear. Just bear. We're doing boss or what? I've never been able to like properly feign the boss, by the way. Oh, we choose the bear. I'm actually surprised the bear hits as hard as he does. They did buff him by like 40%. But like the bleed that he could do is actually kind of nuts. Actually kind of nuts. Did I proc a bear there too? Yeah, the bear. Look at him. I know we're just fighting one mob, but it's like really not like super threatening of a mob, whatever. But like, just letting the bear do everything for me. I didn't do anything. I just walked in and bear. Shaman is our lust. Should I just let him lust? Shaman lust. Shaman lust plus. I guess he didn't lust the first boss, huh? I can never find a good spot here, by the way. Wait, he found it though. He dispel. Oh, he can dispel? Or is he saying dispel me? One of those two. Okay. It was too close to the box there for a second. Bad spot. Gonna die. He just hit him with a no. Just hit him with a no. Oh, there goes the boar. Did I feign this? I did it! Hey! First time! I feel like I've always messed that up on my rogue. I can never vanish it correctly. Never vanish it correctly. Holy! I am so good at this video game. Wow, I am amazing. Chat, are you guys impressed or what? Okay, should have gone me, man. You're giving it to me, boss. That guy was just trying to stay in. I appreciate his effort. He was just like, you know what? I'm staying in, dude. Had to try. Can you do some shenanigans to disengage here? Because normally as a rogue, you just gotta grapple over. I think I kind of like the bear build, or like the pack leader build, by the way. I can see why people would still stick around and keep playing, what's-its. I can see why people would stick around and play Sentinel, but this actually doesn't feel that bad. How did a bear hit? Look, 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 bear! It's harder than my main bear. I have Mishka over here, and then I have Bear. And Bear popping off, doing stuff. Like, can't get better than Bear. Also, we are gonna proc. These guys are gonna go off. Maybe like hit him with a I can hit him with anything. With panic. I can hit him with a panic. I need the bear. Although Moga's Bite does do a decent bit of cleave damage. Once I get my tears set though, I feel like it's going to be a lot better of a spot. Because it could actually like do a lot more damn when it cleaves. I seem to use this spear more regularly. I think I'm actually starting to like this class a lot. Like I'm playing with it, I'm like, there's actually a lot more complexity than I remember Survival Hunter having in a very long while. Also, I didn't realize Flank Strike just gives me all my tip of the spear stacks immediately. I went from like 1 to 3 in a single global. And there's the bear. Also, when you coordinate an assault, apparently you want a kill command because that'll just summon an extra pet for you, either the wyvern, the bear, or the boar. So it'll get on like kickstarted a little quicker. I think the boar is charging across. Actually seems to do a decent bit of damage. Like it's so dead. Try to ping for them because CyberPowerPC and the other guy new here. No butchery. I'm just going off of a build that I saw another guy do on logs, and apparently butchery is like seems counterintuitive, but this gives you more like single target and priority damage. Plus, with the if you're playing the boar helps you cleave, right? So your Mongoose Bite will cleave to multiple targets, and then gives you more single target priority damage. Like this season, a lot of classes are starting to prioritize priority damage. Like having good AoE is fine, but if you sacrifice a single target at the cost of AoE, a lot of them are like, don't do that. A lot of the builds right now are saying, don't do that. He's still beating his ass. Look at him. Look at that citizen go. Beat his ass. Go around and try to avoid the bots. These guys are new, so I'm trying to give them a little pointer or two. I feel like this is going to be one of those weak or heavy bosses. But is he already going? Oh, he's already going. Is he gonna be able to do this on his own? I guess as long as he doesn't get hit by Giga Wallop, he'll be okay. We're not in a great spot here, friend. Can kick that. He thinks he can live this. I don't know if he can. I'm dying. Potion. He's gotta heal. Okay. Good. Let's stop Giga Wallop once. I don't have any heals anymore, so I'm kind of out of options. Let's have another potion. I do. Huge. I can't fade this, but I could stay in this thing. Probably take a little less damage. Kick it last second. I got zapped. I'm gonna die, but it's okay. We tried. Bear's in play, so he's doing work. Oh, great lay on hands. Wait, we're almost doing it. We're doing it then. I thought I got cooldowns then. We gotta knock him up. Stun them all. Is it walking in? This is happening. We're actually doing it. The paladin with the layered heads and sacrifice. How many explosive shots can I get there? I feel like it was procking and procking and procking. Heal? Camo, maybe? Camo wall? Barely alive. Barely alive! Okay, we're fine. We're just waiting for this guy to get over here. No, wait, no, no. Wait. Let him pass. Use smoke to hide from bots. He has he doesn't understand. He can hide in the smoke. You can hide in the steam. You can hide in the steam. Just sit there for a second. This guy, dude. Can you res? Can you res, man? Bro. Holy dude, now I understand. This dungeon has been around for ages. This guy's first time seeing it. I'm actually surprised. Wait, is everybody here? Everybody's here. I'm surprised the game still draws new players. Some way, somehow, man. Some way, somehow. Here we are. This guy's literally first time ever running this dungeon from before. Some way, somehow, the game still draws new players. I thought we all agreed WoW died like years ago, man. What is happening? What is happening? I think everybody were aware of every single mechanic in the game. Because it's just all same people playing it constantly. Did WoW beat the allegations? Dead game allegations apparently beat the... Since when? Also, I feel like I'm swimming in tip the spear stacks. I'll never get rid of them. I guess probably gonna die. Or not? Oh wait, this hits for like nothing in 2. What's up, Refuse? How do my guy? Prior damage I have inherently insane. Priority damage. Does Vengeance have priority damage? What do you get for priority damage? Don't you cleave? Hold on, I'm thinking of like what your soul cleave ability, which hits everything in front of you. I guess fracture? I don't really count that. I mean, I guess it is technically a priority, but it's... Oh, you mean like the hunt? What priority damage does that spec have, actually? Does that have a... Maybe. Total damage from Eldraki. Kind of? I guess? No, I guess you're right. Yeah. Just never really thought of it like that before. Thank God I have some range on this thing, man. Thank God we got some range. Alright, Octavio. Do you need mana? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you need. We have needs of our own. I need to pull. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot more Tip the Spear stacks than I'm used to. I get like a kill command and I'm getting like all of them. Yeah, wait, it's actually kind of nuts how good that is. I got 3 now. Okay, so normally I'm just like, okay, as long as you don't have a stack of Tip the Spear, you're fine. And it's like usually you get like, you know, 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, and I'm just going from like 0 to 3 in a global. I'm like, what do I do? I guess I'll grenade now. I guess it's kind of nice. I'm just not used to this at all. Make sure you get the weekly quest. How do I pull up weeklies? Hold on. Hold on. Where's the weekly quest? Did we get a weekly quest? Hold on. Do I need to ask for weekly quest? Do I have it? Weekend event. Amateur war. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. That's actually a great suggestion. I was gonna say for a second, like, did I make a mistake there? And honestly, it would be on brand for me to make that mistake. It would be very on brand. So, I am glad that you mentioned something. Otherwise, that would have been super fun. Imagine going through all this just to miss out on it. Can we do something with that man? Get him out of there. Someone that kid wasn't giving the quest, I'm pissed. Yeah, I feel like if it's a weekly quest with dungeons, once you enter a dungeon, it should immediately give you the quest. Like, make you accept it. Right, not just like a pop-up that you can accidentally miss out. Just immediately sends it. You can't take, you don't have a choice, you get it anyway. This way there's no chance for you to miss out on it at all. Now that would be a quality life update that I'm looking for. Yeah, there I got no bear proc did. Oh no, I did get one. But it seems like the more bears I get, the more damage I do. What is this build of survival? How many bears have you gotten? What are your bears per hour with this build? Like, what am I supposed to do with that, man? How many bears per hour do I need to do top damage? Why is... Okay, we gotta kill that thing. It's usually good for protecting us, but I do just keeping the mobs in there. My bear per hours are going down because of that. Oh, no. Another one. Let's just kill it, dude. Oh, wait, he's walking. Sort of walking him out. I really wish the tank would just waddle these mobs a little more, man. Just a little bit. Just waddle them out. Just a little more, guy. There we go. The bears per hour are getting low. Okay, walk him out. So I can cleave him. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna look at the details and I'm gonna see the bear at the top. Guaranteed. 100%. Right? I got the bird. I got the boar. Why am I getting so many pets back to back like that? Is it normal? Or are you supposed to be like kill command and just summon one, then you gotta wait a little? I'm definitely missing some capstone that's causing me to summon more pets more often. Definitely missing it somewhere. I got the bear. Alright, what is that? Yeah, how many bears per hour can you get? BPH, man. That's all I need is a high amount of BPH. Was Workshop as well as parting with the same fate as mine? Sparing you? Oh, okay. That's why it reminded you of. Hey, make sure you get the quest. Don't be like me. I feel it, man. I feel it. But yeah, I think after this I also need to go and amp up my warriors gear a little, because I can probably crack my force up right now, actually. Pretty sure I can. Oh, they got like a hero track item from the raid. Also, why am I hitting for a mill? I didn't even do anything. Like, I don't know how to play this class. I have like 620 item level. I guess I should be what average item level for like 1 mil DPS from last season. So I guess I am hitting what I should be hitting. That was not safe. My demo doc sims for 3.4, 3.5 in dungeon size. Yeah, I don't know what my rogue sims for. I'll need to double check him. Do you actually put out that much damage? I guess for certain dungeons you should be able to, right? Good lusting, right? Ah! I hated that. Hold on, is my flanking strike gonna do that too? Is it gonna take me to the edge where this bomb is? 100%, right? Okay, you can't feint that. You can banish it as a rogue, but you can't feint it apparently. Okay, no, if you're close enough, you don't get like flung. I hate the whole flanking strike thing. How it just flings you to the boss. They gotta really like be careful with that one. Because you're gonna have a lot of hunters just falling off the edge. Gives me like the hold on. Remember the Fairlath legendary? Gives me those vibes, man. Where you just leap you to the edge. On Senarth? Oh, on Senarth, dude. We just straight up put you at the edge of the icicle. Where you basically are off the platform. You're literally off the platform. Like there's no argument about it. You're off the platform. You're not even. You're gone. You're gone. Hold on. Yeah, that's kind of spooky. That's kind of terrifying. I just wanted to see if it'll do it again. Although that time my second charge doesn't seem as close to the edge as I thought. Okay, we're gonna take some damage, but we're not gonna get targeted, so it's okay. I really want to leap to the boss, but now there's a thing in front of him. Okay, flanking strike for some reason doesn't make you leap. Even though it is a charge ability, like it'll normally make you want to charge to them. Neat. Nothing. GG's. I doubt anybody can get anything to get trade, right? Highly doubt it. Oh, that could be nice. Further threw me off the boss and beta 3 times. Seriously. Further was a fun Lego. Like, it had a cool animation to it, but like, yeah, the positional stuff was wild. Definitely was all over the place with that. Well, this guy's cool. This class is actually fun to invest into. I just need to like actually do some. I might need to do some gearing off stream chat on this thing. This thing is actually kind of fun to play. I thought I had like a full ability to just like outgear myself with champ track gear, or yeah, champ track warbound gear head to toe. I had a lot of melee pieces, but I think I might have given those to my evoker when I was trying to gear the character. So that might have been on me. Feature on that beta, yeah. Let me go and get this guy a 4 set. Because the warrior, I think it actually is a real character now. I might be able to actually do something with this one. And it's actually kind of fun. The gloves there for a second. Oh, those are old. And I have hero track pants, and I have a hero track helm. Because I got really lucky for mythic raids. You could just get hero track like armor pieces, the warbound. So now I have a helm. The warriors actually looks really good with that helm. That helm looks great by itself. But yeah, let's go get a full tier. That's gonna be helm. Massive. I only have 2 things of catalyst for now, so this is perfect. We got pants, and I'm pretty sure shoulders would be my off piece for arms. Maybe not. Maybe shoulders would be my actual piece, but who knows? I actually don't hate the set too. I think it looks kind of good. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get into a key on my score, but if I have a key, metery, if I drop it down to like a 7, it's probably very doable. Let me try that. That's crest and gear for people. We'll try that. See if we get any bites. I just want to go and hit with things with Colossus. That'll be really fun. Or Demolish rather. Sure. The one thing I really wish Warriors did bring though is some utility, man. I feel like I bring none. Sure. We got a full team. That's what I mean, dude. As soon as I get like a character that's like mildly geared, you can get into group really, really easily. Just list it and we got a full team within seconds. And even pugging, just joining groups, I feel like it's a lot easier if you got a mildly geared character with even a little smidge of score. Either item level or score, one of those two.
The charged soap from these casting elementals are packed with healing properties.
A hunter, absolutely just a travesty. It takes ages. Warrior, list a key, easy. Aside from the battle shot, rallying cry, stone bolt, pretty sure. So like stuns, any class has a stun, right? Most classes have a stun, to be honest. Like I guess utility would be like you really big like quality buttons. Like a battle res is a huge bit of utility. Like you may be like, well, okay, we got a comp. Okay, we'll take a red because you got a battle res. We got a comp, we just need to be a res. Let's grab them. When you get a lust, hey, evoker, shaman, hunter, mage, a couple of classes that could go in there, right? Like me, just even trying to find groups as a rogue, like people will prioritize it. We need a lust, we need a B-res, okay, and then let's fill out the group with whatever's strong. But like if warriors had some kind of utility, I think they'd be in a great spot. Unless like, because you end up being in a boat where you just like, either you're in a really good spot damage-wise. Am I mythic? I'm mythic. Either you're like doing a lot of damage and everybody wants you, or you bring utility and then everybody kind of needs you. Boomkins right now are in a good spot. Mages is in a good spot because they bring a B-res and good damage. But then from there you just take a class that pumps to like a Death Knight or Warlock or I don't know, anything that hits really hard. Ellie Shaman. Right? I think it just makes things a little easier. Mounted Threat is the most utility just because the 1A with Stormbolt, Stun, and Shockwave. I guess. But like, when everybody has a stun, everybody has an interrupt, everybody has those basic utilities, you don't think of it as a utility. You think of things like certain classes bring but others don't, right? Like knockups is a utility. Not everybody has a knockup. B-res is a utility. Not everybody has a utility. AoE silence is a huge utility. Not everybody has that, right? Only a handful of classes do. Things like that, man. Up to you. Up to you. As long as you live, which is what you're doing right now is not living, friend. Well, Marksman Hunter is doing pretty good. Another big pull, yeah. Nothing? Wait, what? I was gonna say, what? Seems so few mobs. Oh yeah, give me them cleaves. Give me them cleaves. Oh, I think I heard my tears had reset there. So my damage show of everything else should be hitting quite hard too. Big guys in. Underrise. Gotta get hit on me, yeah. Don't really have a way to heal this though. Wait, I can just execute AoE. Dude, that table! The bar table! You can barely jump on it. That is the worst. The obstacle courses in this dungeon, I swear. I'm gonna be the enemy. Okay, I'm not gonna pop cooldowns into him. I'm gonna save him for trash packs. They're not gonna be more valuable that way. I wanna value my damage. I should have pressed Warbreaker though. That was a bad move not to. Feels like a waste. Sprocket Heroic on Outlaw. That's pretty good. Hold on. Wait. You got the boss? Like you got into the group on your rogue? Or did you get like the item from that? What item? Hold on, that's important. We're gonna rally. Rally's a help lead build utility, right? I forgot sweep the strikes. I'm trolling. I'm trolling and somehow I'm still doing damage. Even a little bit. Hold on. Warbreaker. Yeah! Ah, you gotta love the Colossus Cleave. Oh, baby, it's so good. Gotta love the whole sweep and strikes cleaving that thing. Like, super satisfying playstyle. I don't know, man. I like Colossus a ton. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much. It's just like, it's just dumb damage. That's all it really is. It's just big dumb damage. I kind of love everything about it. Big dumb damage. I don't have like any dispels or anything. Boss time, I guess, yeah. I can't dispel myself unless you like pull something and I can heal. I can't even dispel then. Oh, he's going so far away. Pulling all of them? Hell yeah. I think I'm gonna hate the mobility in this fight because warriors outside of leaps and charge. I think the mobility is a little iffy at times. I feel like the slows are pretty detrimental in this class. Like this is where I'm like, dude, I feel like I have to leap. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to leap. I think they should probably update the mechanic here, like have the brew give you like a buff where you at least get some movement speed. You know what I mean? Just a personal gripe. I'll try to heal this. Hold on. I'm gonna die if I don't move. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, they're just stuck. Good luck. I'm trying to jump over that. Oh, this is annoying. Can I charge? No. I was hoping to maybe charge it so I could use the leap for actual mobility. Oh, this sucks. This is why I like playing this dungeon specifically on Outlaw, because at least I have like 4 grapple hooks that lets me get around. And now I am, yeah, I'm just, this part is the worst. This right here. Actually just the worst. The dungeon of all time. He was dead. Poor guy. Neat. I'm still needed to be dispelled though. Huge. That's another thing. What if warriors had like some kind of like an AoE dispel? I know, like, how would a warrior have a dispel? I don't know, but like some kind of utility would help, man. I think more utility would just help this class, because it's not a bad class. I think it just lacks utility that some of the other classes have, man. It just lacks it. I'm not the one who designed it. I'm just saying the truth. It lacks utility. It would benefit greatly with more utility. I don't know what it would do. I think like a bloodlust would be awesome. Imagine warrior just yelling and lusting everybody, right? Or warrior literally yells you wide awake from a death, right? Oh, you died. Warrior just literally hits you with a quick wake up. Like system over down, wake up. You know what I mean? Oh, this makes sense. I think so too. It would help them tremendously. All of a sudden, you would have warriors, I feel like, more common in the 8 composition. So right now, warriors are brought for their damage, but like that's really about it. And certain comps utilize them, or like you'll bring a prot warrior because they do good damage and they have good survivability. We had to pull that. I'm gonna pull them on top of those guys. I don't know what we're doing, so I guess I'm just gonna go here. This would be a good AoE. Bro, just something about it. Just watching you get a reset crit on a Mortal Strike into another reset crit on a Mortal Strike, right? As you're sweeping across. It's like crit, crit, crit. And the mob cell just drops and drops and drops and drops. Just watching that thing plummet. Just something in my brain, like it tickled my brain in that best way possible. It's just like, it's big dumb damage the class, like I said. It's just so satisfying. It's so good. Actually so good.
I am out of range.
Or like when I hit that guy just now with a full-on demolish into a Mortal Strike and he just exploded. 10%, 0%. You blink and you miss it. It's so good. Yep, back to just cleaning things down. They just got like a slight heal on themselves so they live a little longer. Yeah, this thing is insane. I love Warrior. Except when I get aggro. I don't love it dead. They got Colossus became good, man. There's good too, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's way too passive. It's fun having like a big button for you to press, and I guess Blaster would be that button as Slayer, but I don't know, this just feels so much more satisfying. Are they dead? No. Can't stop any of that. I feel like our monk is struggling damage-wise a little bit. Normally they're in a really good spot, but I don't think the guy's having a good day. Maybe that's the best he could pull off.
I must get closer. Too far away. I am out of range.
I need to use my cooldowns a little more aggressively. I think it's my Warbreaker that I'm just not using as much as I should be. Because I feel like I'm sitting on stuff way too long. This being a 1.5 minute class.
I must get closer. I cannot use that item yet.
I'm gonna die. That route with demolish is a little spooky. Not gonna lie.
I am out of range.
It's like a reverse killing spree. Instead of pulling me everywhere, it puts me like in one spot. If I put myself in a bad spot, it's just not gonna be good anywhere. For anybody. Say my Nightborn racial for this low. Literally one place where it actually gets some value is here. 80% slow. It's actually kind of nice. Oh, not bad. Hi. Actually with a hamstring?
I must get closer. Too far away.
Use some more attention to. Gotta clean them both if I could. I don't think I got it.
It is not ready yet.
Nice. Dude, this spec feels so fun. Holy. I am so glad they made like Demolish Warriors so good. This button is really fun to press. And just how much like it just uses up Mortal Strike the entire time. You don't have to think, you just go in. At least you control where you are. With Demolish, kind of, yeah, but sometimes like I don't want to be there. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm in a bad spot. This is not where I want to be at all. This is the last spot where I want to be. So tonight's killing spree does get you out of bad stuff once in a blue moon. Not always, but sometimes it does it. It is very, very nice.
I am out of range.
Yeah, I think with killing spree they do need to give it more control. I feel like Demolish they need to give you at least a little bit of movement, right? So you can at least do some traveling while you're going through the animation lock. Just a little, just a smidge. That's all I want. Not a lot. Just enough where I'm like not stuck in place. Let's actually go see what my tier set even does.
I do not have a target.
What's it even do? When you win a streak ends, you gain haste, cleave more strike. Okay, just passive. Got it. I'm gonna die. That stuns you. Got it. Understood. Always wanted to know what that AoE does. Now I know.
Too far away. I must get closer.
I love the damage you can build up with the cleave ability. That's so good.
Too far away.
Try to heal myself with the affix. I can't though. One healed is not enough. I need to be dispelled. Properly healed off. Which I was barely any gear on the one tier piece. It's just apps. I mean, PvP like classes are not really designed to like. I mean, tier sets are gonna help, right? Tier sets are definitely gonna help. But like classes are kind of designed with tier sets being like 50% as effective as they usually would be. So in a way, you kind of design with like less tier set heaviness in mind. Like your class is gonna pump whether you have the tier set or don't. Tier set is just a slight bit of gain, like enough to like it's kind of important, kind of useful, probably worth investing into. But a lot of it should be pretty good baseline. Uh-oh. Hate when tanks do that. Looks like you're just gonna go that way, but he just goes a long way instead. I'm sorry. That was like 5 Mortal Strike resets in a row. What is this class? I'm sorry. That seems like a lot. 20% chance to reset. I guess it's pretty solid. I guess it's like 1 in 5 chance for it to reset, but 5 in a row. What are the chances of that? That's satisfying, dude. It feels like Outlaw Rogue. It's like the crack shot thing. Just hits the same way. What's up, Shane? Hey to my guy. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. This is a big week for alts, man. Massive week for alts and a ton of gearing. They added corruptions to the PTR. We took a look at them earlier. They are not fully functional. Some are kind of buggy. Most are buggy, in fact. But they might be pretty good. Might be pretty solid once they're fully working. A lot of potential. They're gonna have it as part of like a helm enchant. It's pretty neat. But we are all stunning that guy constantly. I thought he's gonna get a shot anyway. Not much we could do about it. We pulled extra. But otherwise, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well, my man. I'm gonna say Mercedes here. We'll be doing boss here in a bit. Again, the tank just moves these mobs like not to the closest way out of the circle, but like the longest route possible. Pretty sure he's not doing it on purpose, but I feel like it just happens like to the best of us. Some tanks just end up doing that, whether they mean to or not. Wait, I was able to stop the stun? Yo, hold on. Still gotta find the sting. There we go. There you go, myself. Thanks. Awesome, awesome. I got tier set on this guy, so it's a full 4-set on Arms Warrior. A lot of fun. Apparently, Fury is really good with 4-set. Apparently, that thing is actually insane. Also, I'm running off of like no coffee today, so it's been a slow day for me. Yeah. Oh, my man! Oh, I love this guy. He's my favorite now. Easily my favorite. Look at them bees. Hold on. Yeah. Love it. Oh, give me the bees. Mortal Strike reset? Nah. I'll be a friend. Wait, triple. Oh baby, a triple. You still want to send them to like a wall. Hello? Okay, that bee did not want to move. I hate having to do this mechanic. I just want to pump the boss, pump the bees. Whenever it occurs. It's like a healer, should be like a healer mechanic. Because it's like the healer doesn't really do much anyway. I get 2. Somebody get a bee, man. Thank you. Send this one out. What is he doing? I wasn't moving the bee, just started tilting left and right. Oh, we missed one. That is unfortunate. Is that gonna summon more bees? That is gonna summon more bees. Six, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 Mortal Strike resets. Woo! Dude, this is literally Outlaw Rogue. 9 Mortal Strike resets back to back. Oh, we got a lot of bees though, but it's okay. I ain't doing the bees anymore. Nope. I ain't doing the bees. I'm just hitting the boss with the Mortal Strikes. Dude, this is why I think healers should do the mechanic. Like, this feels like one of those, hey, you can either DPS or like lose DPS and do mechanics. It seems like a healer angle, doesn't it? To me, it just seems like a perfect healer angle. Hey, healer, can you do the thanks? You're not doing anything anyway. Like, you're literally standing still and healing us and doing some DPS, but like, you lose a DPS, your damage, having a warrior stop DPSing to do a mechanic is more detrimental to the pacing of that fight than you stopping to do the mechanic, which takes like 2 seconds. What? Okay, we're good. Also, this part right here is super cheesy on Outlook because you just cleave everything anyway. So you're just like a lot of like free damage, even though it doesn't really do anything useful. Much worse for you than people think. Is it though? What would be a good alternative to caffeine then? 'Cause I feel like I need the energy for the day, but like energy drinks is definitely not the play. Better sleep. If only we could all have that, right? If only we could all have that. Get them together. Stack them. I love Demolish, man. No coffee, feeling okay? I'm feeling alright. I just ran out of creamer. Like, I don't even like the taste of coffee. I like the energy it gives, but I don't actually care about the taste of coffee. The only coffee I actually like is if it's like properly roasted coffee, but like instant coffee I just couldn't care for. I just do not care. So I ran out of creamer, and that's like the only way I can really tolerate it. So I decided I don't feel like really putting what tastes like ash in my mouth. You know, just, yeah. I need a good alternative to coffee, I think. Something gives caffeine without the same like ash taste. It's like I'm walking through like the mountains of Morrowind. Just, I don't know. I like the energy, but overall not my thing. The only way I like coffee proper is like properly roasted. Proper roast, but that takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. Monk has no idea what to do. That's okay. Probably just gonna shoot our monk in the face, that's fine. I like how I'm not having to do mechanics at all. Yo, them wobs, dude. There's some 2000s wobs going on. Did I rally? I'll rally. That's all I can do. I'm not gonna do anything in the dungeon anyway. I like the Rashok lava waves, by the way. Cashing out or crashing out? Yeah, I'm messing up my Warbreaker and Colossus Demolish windows.
Too far away.
Do we have more? Oh, here we do. Nice. Yeah, we're chilling. We are vibing.
That item is still recharging. I need to target
Ooh.
first.
This is fun. I enjoyed this spec a lot. I did very little damage though. Actually, I did about 3 million. That's about what my rogue would get. Or actually, no, this dungeon would be a lot higher. But yeah, pretty good. GG's. Appreciate you, everybody. I wish you got like mythic track gear from completing like I guess outside of a 8, there's outside of a 10, there's nothing really to do, huh? Wish you got mythic track gear from Bolton, like from 8 or something. And to fix my coffee machine, keeps half assessing the beans it pulls from top. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. To drink tea, does the tea hit the same? Because I'm not really a big tea drinker. But that's, maybe I just haven't found the right tea. Right? Maybe that's the problem. I haven't found the right tea that fits me. I like this whole butterfly mug, by the way. Actually, find a way to make the shoulders and the helm work. I like it. She does not hit the same as a British guy. There we go. I'll take it straight from the Brit. I'll take it straight from a Brit. I'm not even gonna reference, not even gonna double check. I feel like this man would know. It's literally part of his culture. Yeah. I was thinking to like G Fuel or some shit, because some people said apparently it has just as much coffee as caffeine. Mine is like it's kind of, but it's processed, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I do think I need a better alternative. That or just sleep. Really good sleep. Oh, you know what? You know what I need? I need a bowl of water, add some ice cubes, and a banana to wipe my face off with. And that's what I need. Is I need to change my what is it? I need to change my morning routine. That's what I need. If you don't hang out on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you call it, you probably have no idea. But there was like some influencer that did like my morning routine video. It's one of those cringy ones. Then he did some wacky stuff in there, and he was like super serious about it too. So everybody started memeing it. By the way, I'm stupid. I didn't know Sun Fury gave hypothermia as a hero talent. Didn't know Sun Fury gave yeah, it does. Yeah, so it gives it as a proc. Like when you're going through like the whole combustion at the end, and then you just get spammy hypothermia. For archmages, it's like a whole nother, not even talent, just a different proc. But for fire, they kind of got lazy with it and did hypothermia. It's really good. Like you just continue to blast out pyros at the end, and with the tier set, the more procs you get on crits on pyro, the faster you can get your cooldown reduction, so you can use it more often and get more birds. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And I think right now mages are even running hypothermia themselves just as a talent, just because it plays with the whole cooldown reduction build a bit better. Because if it procs enough, that means more combustion output anyway. Yeah, it's pretty neat though. Alrighty, boys, it is 7:20. I gotta raid later tonight. I got some work I gotta do. I gotta get some food and all that. I'm gonna go. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for popping in. Appreciate ya. I'll be back Friday for duels. Hopefully Krager will be back in on it. We'll see. We'll find out. But I'll be back for duels though. You guys have a wonderful Thursday. Have a wonderful weekend. All that. I'll see you guys in a handful of days. Alrighty, boys? Maybe I'll put like a good song. That song is kind of whatever. What about this one? It's by Cartoon. I usually like everything by Cartoon. Is it good? That's pretty good. Alrighty. I'll see you guys over the weekend. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
Gotta make a move to me, baby, yeah. Nah, you know me, I'm not wasting time. No secrets that to hide. You gotta show me love when you're ready, yeah. What can we ever bounce on the rhythm, yeah.